All right, guys, so we are back in the kitchen today and we're making one of my all-time favorites, a steakhouse style filet mignon with some béarnaise sauce and some baked potatoes. This is my favorite meal and we can make it guilt-free. Let's get started. Okay, so here are our ingredients for tonight. We have our big baked potatoes that we're gonna be making. And then we have all of the contents for our marinade. We're gonna be using Worcestershire sauce, some wine, some minced garlic, some pepper, salt, and some garlic powder. And then to make the sauce, we're gonna be using the béarnaise sauce mix, some butter. And then I got a few of the leanest fillets I could find. I did cut one in half to make it as thin as possible for a smaller portion. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna do is set our oven to 400 degrees and poke some holes in our baked potatoes and throw them on in. And poke some holes in our baked potatoes and throw them in. Okay, so we're gonna start off making the marinade for our steak. We're gonna start with a gallon Ziploc. We're gonna take our meat right here. I had one of my fillets cut in half just to make the portion size a little bit more appealing. And made it nice and thin for us. Yum. And I also had him trim like any extra fat off because I am very particular and I like my meat as lean as possible. So now we have our meat in our bag. We're gonna add 2 little teaspoons of minced garlic. I make them nice and hearty. Add it to our bag. We're going to dump some cooking wine. You guys can just use some red wine. I'm using a Cab Sauv. I use red wine in almost all my red meat whenever I cook with red meat, which is very rare. And then we're gonna take our Worcestershire sauce and we're going to also add a good amount of Worcestershire sauce into our mix. It's gonna give it a nice, smoky, juicy flavor that we love. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my garlic powder. You guys can do about half a tablespoon, whatever your preference is. We're gonna take a little bit of salt. I'm not a big salt girl. Just gonna crush some pink salt in and then some pepper. And then you're going to just shake it around and then I let this marinate for as long as possible. Tonight we're gonna do about probably 2 hours before we put this on the grill. Okay, so John is firing up our grill. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make our béarnaise sauce. What you're gonna need is a cup of milk. Okay, so now we just added a cup of milk in with the sauce pack. You guys can get this from basically any grocery store. And then we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of butter and we're going to whisk until this comes to a boil, basically. Reduce the heat down to a simmer. And we're gonna keep stirring. Look how thick this is already. Okay guys, so we are just waiting for the grill to finish heating up. We wanna wait for it to get to 700 degrees. Here is our meat. It has been marinating for a while. It looks amazing. I can smell it already. So yum. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 minutes on each side for mine and then 2.5 minutes on each side for John's. Because I like mine a little bit more well done. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the fillets on the grill. So we're gonna go and open it up here, honey. And put our first fillet right. Yeah, smells amazing. And then I cut my fillet in half because I wanted it to be thinner. You can also butterfly yours, there's no rules. I just like mine to be cut in half because I want it to be as thin as possible. Okay, and then the third one here. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. And I'm just gonna put the extra right on top. So we're gonna let these grill with the lid closed for 2.5 minutes. And I'm gonna flip John's, which is right in the middle. And then I'll flip mine after 3 minutes. Okay, and here are the final steaks, and we're just gonna add a little bit of béarnaise on this, on the top. Okay, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and give it a try. That was amazing. What do you think?
Amazing, delicious.
2 thumbs up. You heard it, delicious. I still recommend this, low carb, amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next, what you want me to try, and I'll catch you next time.